if you're starting out your coaching program, we obviously ask coaches to, get a practice client or two. We recommend two, right? And so the big question that comes up a lot is, what are some tips for asking for a practice client, making the ask? And then also, like, are there other natural ways that you could go about attracting people to the idea of being a practice client?
Right. So I love this. And these are a couple of things that we're also doing that we're planning on implementing very, very soon. I think the best way to get a practice client is to ask the people closest to you to be practice clients for other coaches. And it's best not to coach, ask, your friends, family, things like that. It's just not best practice to try to coach them. I've listened to a lot of recordings of coaches coaching friends, and instantly that they're coaching their friend. And it's okay. It's not terrible, but I just think it's best practice to ask the people closest in your life who trust you, who know that you're taking a coach training program. And it's a much easier ask just to say, hey, can you be a practice client for someone else? And then you go to your coaching colleagues, your other coaches in your coaching class, and you can say, I have 3 coaches or I have 3 clients. Does anyone need a practice client? And then that gets the ball rolling for other people, because it's much easier to invite someone to be a practice client who you're close with to work with someone else. That's a much easier, smoother ask. That's what I would recommend. And all right, so that's one avenue. That gets the ball rolling. And if I were starting my coaching practice out from zero, the thing that I would do first would network. I would find the spaces where my my target audience, where they hang out, where they go to the gym, where they get their hair cut, wherever you fill in the blank, and that's where I would focus on, and I would focus on getting paying clients, and then if price ever comes up or becomes an issue, then you can offer to be a practice client, and that would be my strategy if it were me in this situation. Yeah, those are the 2 paths, and then we also have some projects where Coach Train EDU is going to supply people with practice clients, but I don't want to talk too much about those yet. They are still in the works.
Exciting though. So what are some of the things that you feel like a new coach that's still in training, just started a training program, so they're not even really coach trained completely yet, they just maybe have a couple classes under their belt. What are some of the things that they should communicate then to a practice client, or to even a paying client, if that's the avenue they choose, so that everything's kind of on the up and up? What are some of the things that they need to communicate, and then what are some like tips and should be's, like, even if this isn't necessary, here's some extra tips to let your practice client know?
Yeah, I think, well, 2 things. One, your practice client has to know that you're in a training program. Like, you can't say, hey, I'm a professional coach, but I'm still only in week 2 or 3 of this training. You can't do that. You just have to say, yeah, I'm still in a training program, but we need to get practice clients. That's one thing. So that's probably step 1. 2, it's really useful to make it clear that you're still providing value as a coach, that it's not the practice client who's doing you a favor. Like, you don't, that energy is really hard to coach with. People will come and listen to recordings like this, and the practice clients will say, oh, like, am I doing it right? Is this what you need? Like, am I being, how I'm helping you here? Like, is this like, that's too, that energy is hard to work with as a coach. You want it to go the other way, where someone is paying you money because they show up better. Your client shows up wanting to get their money's worth out of the session. That's the better perspective. So, in an ironic twist, it's actually easier to coach paying clients than it is to coach practice clients. But here we are. You have to go get the practice clients first, because That's just how this works, at least for a little bit. But I really do think going after paying clients, about 2 months, 3 months into the 6 month program is pretty reasonable. Until then, I would network your way to practice clients.
Yeah, I think that makes a lot of sense. I know I tried with practice clients first, and they did exactly what you just said. Is this okay? Am I being a good client? And I'm like, oh, just answer the question. So I totally understand what you mean. And that
Especially if
actually
they're
brings
your
me to
friends
another.
too.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Especially if they're your friends, they'll say that even
Yeah,
more.
they were friends of friends. I didn't know them very
There you go.
well, but they probably didn't want to disappoint my friend, right?